Hello, this is Keith Hughes from pensinger.com, and I have a reading for you today as part of the ebook dispatch. This reading is from one of the 4 stories that are part of the kick-ass horror anthology by Scott Roche, Through a Glass Darkly. The story name is Power in the Blood, and this is most definitely a not safe for work excerpt from the story, so be warned. There is compromising situations, there is violence and gore, and I believe perhaps even a wee bit of swearing. So you have been warned. If that isn't your kind of thing, then stop the recording now. Otherwise, let's go on with the reading for Power in the Blood. Reggie could hardly believe this was happening. He was about to make out with this cute girl. She straddled him, causing her dress to ride up, revealing lacy underwear and stockings. Moonlight made her clothes shimmer. "You're an angel," he whispered. Unbidden, and for the first time tonight, thoughts crawled from his subconscious, ways that this angel could be sullied, humiliated. He pushed them down, or tried to. She shook her head. "Not tonight. No good girls here." They began kissing with the passion and sloppiness of 2 amateurs. Hands, eager to explore places only dreamt about, went where they could. Reggie found himself growling softly, and his fingers moved to the hem of her panties, seeking what lay beneath. She stopped him. "We can't go all the way. I'm sorry, I'm a little messy." Her embarrassment was evident even in the moonlight. Clouds began to mask the light. Reggie shook his head. "Messy? You're beautiful." Frustration flitted across her face. "No, I'm on my period." Reggie understood. "Oh, okay, that's okay. We'll do whatever you want." Relief brought her smile back. "Let's drink a toast and cool off a bit." She turned to her backpack and dug around. "I brought some special punch." He rocked back and tried to bring his hormones under control. A thought bubbled up like sewer gas. Little horror led me on. Brings me out here and then this? His hands began to shake a bit. He held them up and saw something on the fingers of his right hand. It was hard to see in the pale white light, but he could smell. Under the odor of her arousal was the scent of blood. His fingers found their way into his mouth, and he tasted her. The blood's character was different, but he felt that same hunger ignite. He wanted more. Lisa tried to scream as he grabbed her from behind, but the hands around her throat and the wailing and gnashing of teeth stopped her. Don and his running buddies, Joel and Neil, heard the noises coming from the clearing. They had tried to follow the lovers, but got lost. He looked at the jocks and winked. "Guess our boy is getting lucky." "That's okay. I don't mind sloppy seconds." "I thought we was just going to beat 'em up." Joey didn't feel good about this whole thing, but he'd been friends with Don since kindergarten. Backing out now was not an option. Those noises reminded him more of his dog eating a squirrel than anything else. He clutched the bat to his chest like a talisman and followed. "You guys can't puss out on me now. This'll be fun." Don sounded like he wasn't sure who he was trying to convince. Neil found a little more sense. "Fuck this, man. It ain't worth losing my spot on the team." He turned and started loping back toward the school's lights. Even Don paused as the noises got louder, but he fingered the pistol stuck in the front waistband of his pants and focused on his anger. That pussy would pay for messing him up. The 3 moved through the trees like uncertain specters through a child's fever dream. Reggie's sight cleared, and even as it did, he wished himself blind. Lisa lay in a twist of crimson cloth, her throat torn open and her face twisted in a look of horror. He couldn't deny the taste in his mouth or the joy it had brought him. He wanted to puke it all back up again. He wanted to be lying there in her place. but the power that hummed in his brain and filled his body couldn't be denied. "I'm sorry. So sorry." A branch broke a few feet to his left, and he heard voices. The moonlight had come back full strength, and he felt naked and ashamed. He could do nothing about the body. The thought of being caught and denied access to this was too much. He leapt 10 feet straight up to a nearby branch and crouched. The part of his brain that was still Reggie was amazed, and the whisper that grew ever louder promised this and more. The silver disk in the sky painted the death scene. Don pulled his gun free, taking an inch of skin from his stomach in the process. Joey nearly fainted and merely vomited between his shoes instead. "What the fuck?" Don said, looking around for Reggie, thinking whatever had done this had also gotten him. It wasn't out of any sense of concern, but he figured that it would give him some lead time to run. A sound like falling into dried underbrush came from behind him, and he turned to see what he thought was Joey crouching over. His brain registered a second later that it was Reggie, standing on the crumpled body of his friend. He watched as the boy, who seemed no larger, pulled Joey's head from his shoulders and sucked at the strange fruit in his hands. Don stepped back and pointed the gun. "Don't make me shoot you!" He thought maybe if he could make it to the shadows, at least he could run. Reggie stepped forward, and bathed in the light of the moon seemed to be carved from carnelian. His face, hair, and remaining clothes stained rust. "Oh, shoot me. You know you want to." The unnaturally thick, low voice came out like a growl. "You killed her!" Don tried to focus the will to carry out his threat. "And Joey." "I sure did. It was a shame about Lisa." His left hand moved faster than Don could see, and pain shot up his right arm. Somehow Ronnie was holding the gun, and something else. "You and your boys?" "Not so much." Don realized that the other thing was his right hand. He saw blood fountaining from the stump where it had been just a moment before. He watched, his body held prisoner by something, as what was Reggie came forward and drank deeply from it. Things quickly went black for him. The last word he heard was, "delicious." And that's the reading. I really hope you enjoy it. Once again, that is from Scott's Horror Anthology, Through a Glass Darkly, which is available on the Amazon Kindle store and on Smashwords. There are links in the show notes, and I ask that you support me in ebook deathmatch and go and pick that up today. And swing by penslinger.com and vote for what the loser of our little competition has to do. The voting is underway and will take place through June 20th. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, be seeing you.